Unit of comparison. Research across countries. Now let us have a look at how research across countries is conducted in the field of comparative education. So you can choose a number of countries on the basis of some illusory commonalities. Illusory commonalities का मतलब ये कि जो भी सामने आपके नज़र के आगे आपको सामने महसूस हो रही हैं उनमें कॉमन चीज़ें आप उनके बेसिस पे कई दफ़ा उसको ले लेते हो. ठीक है. For instance, let us look at this research of Silova et al., who did this research with a number of researchers in 2007. What this person did was, what these people actually did was that they selected 6 newly independent countries which had become independent around 90s में, 91 में, in the early part of 90s. And they looked at what is the role of education in these newly independent countries in promoting social cohesion. सोशल कोहेजन से मराद एक पूरे मुल्क को इंटीग्रेट करने में क्या पार्ट प्ले करें. They did a detailed analysis. They looked at their previous pre-Soviet legacies. उन्होंने देखी कि अच्छा जब उस टाइम पे जिस वक्त वो रशिया के साथ थे, सोवियत यूनियन के साथ थे, so what was going on in the education at that time, और उसका जो रेमिनेंट या फिर जो चीज़ें बच गई हैं और जो भी एजुकेशन में नज़र आ रही हैं वो क्या स्ट्रेंथ्स नज़र आ रही हैं और अब क्या हो रहा है. So what they realized was that there was a variation in these countries, in these 6 countries, despite having almost a similar background. These had a variation in the degree of educational deterioration. So educational deterioration इनमें हो रही थी. The education standards were falling, but the level of deterioration was different. And that was because of their political and economic pathologies. ये याद रखिएगा कि जब भी कोई कंट्री कॉलोनाइज होती है या जब भी कोई न्यूली इंडिपेंडेंट स्टेट्स होती हैं या फिर जब भी कहीं पे कब्जा होता है किसी चीज़ पे, तो जो भी इस पे कब्जा करता है इन स्टेट्स पे या उनको देखता है, तो दे आर नॉट रियली इंटरेस्टेड इन द एजुकेशन ऑफ द मैसेस. और इंस्टीट्यूशंस हमेशा, स्पेशली एजुकेशनल इंस्टीट्यूशंस हमेशा वहाँ पे तबाह हो जाते हैं और बड़ा मुश्किल होता है न्यूली इंडिपेंडेंट स्टेट्स के लिए उसको रीसरेक्ट करना या फिर उसको दोबारा से मतलब थोड़ा सा चलाना. So these group of researchers realized that in Uzbekistan and Turkmenistan, educational crisis was at tipping point. So tipping point से मराद ये कि उस कंप्लीट तबाही के बिल्कुल करीब था. ऐसा लगता था कि ये शायद अनलेस कुछ खास कुछ स्टेप्स लिए जाएं तो ये तो कंप्लीटली इट वाज अबाउट टू fall apart. In Kyrgyzstan and Tajikistan, the educational systems were in the middle tier. They were sort of in the middle, लेकिन इनका economic crisis was at the tipping point. उनका एजुकेशनल था, इनका इकोनॉमिक, क्योंकि इनको फंडिंग का बहुत बड़ा इशू था. तो ऑल्दो दे वर नॉट रियली फॉलिंग अपार्ट एज येट, बट बिकॉज दे हैड स्ट्रॉन्ग इकोनॉमिक कॉन्स्ट्रेंट्स दैट वाज अफेक्टिंग देयर एजुकेशनल सिस्टम्स. एंड हाउएवर जो आज़रबाईजान एंड काज़ाख्स्तान एजुकेशनल सिस्टम्स थे वो थोड़े से कंपैरेटिवली बेहतर थे. दे वर नॉट एज डिटेरिएटेड एज येट. सो आपने देखा कि किस तरह जो कॉमनैलिटी नज़र आ रही थी, इल्यूजरी कॉमनैलिटी नज़र आ रही थी, यानी देखने में सामने जो नज़र आ रहा था उसके पीछे किस तरह से डिफरेंसेस थे और उन डिफरेंसेस की क्या किस तरह से वजह थी. दिस इज व्हाट दिस रिसर्चर्स looked at in the paper in quite some detail. There was another research done, I think in 2009 or 2007, something like that. This research was done, the researcher compared UK and Brazil, and they looked at the inclusiveness of the educational systems of UK and Brazil. Inclusiveness would mean that the ability of the educational system to take in the different diverse population within the education and to give them equal opportunities for learning. So this illusory difference, now you would say illusory difference would mean Apparently, you would feel that Brazil is quite different from UK in terms of the population, in terms of socioeconomic status. But these differences, despite these differences, there were underlying certain contextual commonalities in that they had a diverse population. There was enough diversity of population within these countries. So therefore, they realized that when they looked at their education system, that Brazil was focused on the failure of socially and economically deprived students. However, their systems were more selective, and they felt that there was a difference between dominant culture, एक culture जिसको promote किया जा रहा था schools में, and popular culture, जो वो culture जो के बाहर था, और उसमें एक disconnect था. And because of that disconnect, they were not able to deliver to the students an education that actually related to their real life. So they found this disconnect between the education of the underprivileged children and the schooling and their real lives. In UK, however, they felt that there was a higher focus on the multicultural education. जो multicultural आपकी education होती है, इसका पूरा concept इस तरह से built होता है कि आप हर किस्म के जो बच्चे different cultures घर के लेके आ रहे होते हैं, तो you bring in those cultures in the classroom. You encourage the students to talk about their cultures, and you do not impose a certain dominant culture. Of course, imposition तो होगी, लेकिन the whole point was to discourage prejudice and racism in classrooms. So that is why they felt that UK's curriculum was far more inclusive than that of Brazil. And ये जो अब हमने बात की इसके ये एजुकेशन में डिफरेंसेस था, इसी तरह ये जो भी आपके स्कूल का कल्चर होता है और जिस तरह से भी आपका ये डिज़ाइन हुआ होता है करिकुलम, ऑफ कोर्स टीचर्स आर नॉट आउटसाइड इट. सिमिलरली टीचर्स की भी बिल्कुल उसी किस्म की परसेप्शंस होती हैं, and they also felt that the perceptions of the teachers in Brazil were different from the perceptions of what education meant in UK for the teachers, and this had an effect on how things were on the educational outcomes of the students. So although इस रिसर्च में थोड़ी सी एक डाउनसाइड है कि उसमें रीजनल डिफरेंसेस इग्नोर किए गए हैं, एंड देयर आर सेवरल डिफरेंसेस, yet it is a very interesting research to be looked at.